Okay, I'm going to try one of my favourite patterns. This is a variation of a damsel. Works all year round because of flashing at the dark olive. So here we go. So we put the thread on the top of the hook, trap the thread, and wrap the thread down the hook. All the way along the length. There's already a tungsten bead on the hook and lead wire. To secure the lead wire, I always put a couple of wraps behind and then come back up. And finish your thread somewhere near the point of the hook. Okay. So we need a marabou towel. And this is the towel we've got. We've got it all prepared ready. There we go, there's my marabou towel. Give it a little twist, cut the loose ends off. Drop your scissors in the process. Doesn't matter. Put it on top of a hook. Nip it tight on the hook. Bring the thread over, hold it. Go down the other side of the hook. This is called loop and pinch, pull down. That will get the towel on top of the hook. Wind it towards, so you're now level with the barb on the hook. And that brings all the marabou into a nice shape. Cut a few loose ends off. I'm going to put some flashabou in the tail. We've got holographic flashabou. And we're going to put a few strands either side. So I've got about 4 or 5 strands. That's one side. And I brought the thread back to the point of the hook so I can tie these in nice and neatly. That's the other side. It's up to you how much you add. I've got about 3 or 4 pieces. Okay, so that's for flashabou, and we've got some lake holographic tinsel. We're going to put a couple of strands either side. No, I'm not going to put 3 strands on top. It's up to you how you do it. Doesn't really matter. This is lovely, lovely looking stuff. Really does stand out in the water. On top of the hook, loop and pinch again. Wind it all down. There we go. So we've now got the towel done. Cut off all the loose bits. Right, we need a rib. And what we're going to do is hologram. This is a Mirage Tinsel pearl rib. Trap it under the thread, couple of turns, pull it till it virtually disappears. Okay, there we go, we've got it. Now we need that out of the way. That's a bit of a pain because it curls up. So I've got a pair of hackle pliers here just to pull that out of the way for the time being. Okay, now we're going to put a body on the fly. And we're going to carry on with the dark olive theme. Glue stick on the thread. Fly tying is relatively easy. It's basically putting ingredients on the hook in the right order with a few basic techniques. Let the thread pick up the marabou. You don't need to do too much. Lightly twist on. It's just fell down, doesn't matter. Put that back up there. There we go. Right. Now wrap the rope you made around the body of the fly. You see that coming together. We'll just put a little bit more on there. There we go. Doesn't matter how tight it is, as you can see. Okay, take the hackle pliers off. Let's just tease that out. Now we're going to wrap 3 or 4 wraps of the tinsel around the body of the fly in the opposite direction to what I've been winding the thread. Couple of wraps to hold it. Back to the holographic tinsel, the Flashaboo. Get that on. I usually put a few at the just behind the head. There we go. Cut about 1 inch off. Put them under the thread. Pull it through. Fold it over. Strap it all down. And we give that a little trim up. There we go. And lastly, a hackle. I've got the hackle here. There's the hackle. Strip off a little bit at the end. Again, under the thread, pull it through a little bit. Couple of turns. Holding the hackle, wrap it round the fly. This is a tricky bit. Can use hackle pliers. Try and get the fibres to stand out. And this is a deadly fly all year round, even in winter. In summer, obviously, with the damsels about, it's going to be a good fly. Caught me many good fish. With a tungsten bead and lead, you can use it stalking, which I have done. And again, caught many good fish. Right, lick your fingers, fold the hackle back. Couple of wraps, nothing fancy in finishing the fly off. Half hitch, half hitch, half hitch. There you have it. And there's my Twinkle Damsel.